Okay, today is November 13th, and basically 20 years ago today, uh, the old dirty bastard passed away. Dirt McGirt, a unique son, and then in 2 days will be his birthday on November 15th. It was wild. I got in a car today right after work, turned on the radio, and Ghetto Superstar with ODB rapping away was there, singing away. Oh, I was just blown away. I was like, what the heck? What's the chances? Because I had planned on making this video. Basically, he's a huge influence on me. I remember this album. It's funny, I don't remember a lot of albums where I purchased them. I remember purchasing, not this exact CD, there's a story behind that. Basically, I was at a store, we used to have these stores here called Swollen's. They were awesome. They also had video editing equipment. So I was able to get, like, editing equipment there for when I was doing my public access show out of my, here. Not having to basically use the studio's equipment, which was usually jacked up. And I remember seeing this album, and I'm like, what is this? And I'm looking at it, and then I'm like, huh. And I realized the name, Old Dirty Bastard, and I was like, huh, this is cool. I have to get this. And putting it on, just being blown away. The stylings and the singing, and just, I was just like, wow, this is something unique. And I was lucky enough to actually, it was in, I believe, 96, at Lollapalooza. The Shaolin monks were there that year, and I went 2 different times because I would usually go with my baby brother, rest his soul, and then my older brother. We'd all go together. Well, there was a split. They couldn't go. One could go one day, one could go another time over, like, in, I think it was Virginia or something. It was in the middle of a racetrack. So I was like, yeah, I want to go see the Shaolin monks again. So I went with my oldest brother, and Tang was a special guest that year. So I got to see with ODB, and it was really cool. They come running out on the stage with super soakers. I remember that. I'm trying to find footage of it online, but no luck so far. Basically, I got this book recently. It's called From the Streets of Shaolin, the Wu-Tang Saga. And this guy, S.H. Fernando Jr., he is actually mentioned, or is in a documentary that came out this year called Old Dirty Bastard, The Tale of Two Dirties. So if you get a chance, check out that documentary. Get this book. This book is just freaking amazing. It's just, wow. It breaks down the albums, and it's been inspiring to me. Got me getting back into doing a lot of serious music and writing, lyrics and that. But yeah, just him, the ODB, and his last unreleased album, which just blows me away that nobody has said, hey, let's release it in a hard copy. It's so awesome. And it was, his passing was just a shocker, and unfortunately it was due to substance abuse, drugs, and yeah, so stay away from drugs, folks. The story behind this, the first copy I had, I moved out to Kansas City, Missouri, Lee Summit, Missouri, and I basically needed to get cash, long story, and so I had to sell some CDs, and if you were going to get any money, you had to have the right CDs out there, because otherwise you weren't getting nothing. So I sold my import, The Orb, which is awesome, DJ, one of my favorites, and a lot of my Wu-Tang stuff. And so I sold it out there in Kansas City, Missouri, or Lee Summit, Missouri, actually. And funny story about Missouri, my first public access show, which I just mentioned, footage of the St. Louis Arch No, I haven't been in it. I want to be in it sometime, go up in it. Nobody goes up in it for some reason. They visit it, but they don't go up in it. But basically, yes, I'm driving by, on the highway, and I put it in the first Loch Ness Possum show. So, I think I was going to say something else, but I don't know. Basically, if you get a chance, check these two things out. I mean, he was an awesome individual, and when you read and watch this documentary, and you realize that there's multiple levels to him, and the persona, the stage persona of ODB that people would kind of almost want him to be, that necessarily wasn't him, and it was, I think taxing on him, and that will wear on you on that, and yeah, I mean, it was just cool to hear the song. Got in a car, and then somebody at work, we were talking about it. He came up because I mentioned doing this video and what the day was, and he played some ODB to me. And then he comes up later, and he's like, "Have you heard this song?" He's playing Disco Duck, and I'm like, dude, ODB talks about Disco Duck. I believe in Shimmy Shimmy, Shimmy Shimmy y'all, and so that we're cracking up on that. So, but yeah, I mean, if you've never heard this album, be warned, you got some explicit lyrics, parental advisory. But yeah, it came out, I believe, in 1995, if I remember correctly. Yeah, so I remember certain things about at that point in time because I got my first car stereo with a CD player, so I was getting different CDs, and this was one of them. So, and it's just an amazing album. It's just, his style is just unique. Well, that's it. So, in honor of his passing, which nobody wants anybody to pass, but you don't want to forget somebody. And then his birthday's coming, two days. So that's all I got. Adios, folks. Check out this book. It's awesome.